Blame Truth here, the Godfather himself, bringing you another video. It's been a hot minute. Haven't posted a lot in September. It's been one of the deadest months, I think, as far as Septembers go for Call of Duty in quite a while, which doesn't bode well for the full release of the game. Usually around this time, Call of Duty's got a lot to talk about, but there's really nothing to talk about because we're just getting a reskin, rehash, with a $70 update for our new Call of Duty. So really, who cares? You know, like, nobody really cares. And if you don't believe me with that, if you think I'm just being super negative, we got the carryover feature. So people should be playing a lot of MW Roman numeral 2, right? To like buy some stuff and check out the new season and whatnot. But if we look at the numbers, and I've showed this a million times and people will debate that it's just Steam, it doesn't matter. But these are the only numbers I can show you guys because Activision does not like hard data. They don't want the hard data leaking out. They said they broke some record recently for like stream viewers on a pro Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 stream or something like that, but they were giving away beta codes for MW3 during that. So yeah, of course they are. They always find a way to stretch the truth. So I'm here to bring you just the hard data as I see it. So check this out. This is Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2's performance on Steam. Again, you'd think there'd be a lot of like people playing, but they've walked back any progress. They had 2 months where they actually gained players. I don't know what was happening there. Free to play weekends, I guess. I don't know. But they've lost 16% of the player base in the last 30 days. Nobody even cares. And this is counting the new like Season 6 or whatever, the Halloween event with all the skins and whatnot. It's just dead. They're sitting at number 15 right now as I make this commentary on a Thursday morning at around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. EST. They're sitting around spot 15. Like this juggernaut of a series is behind Rust. Not only that, but like it's Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, like combined with that. So it's a free game and a paid game, both supplying those numbers, and nobody cares. I wish I was joking. I wish I was embellishing it. You know, I would love to see Call of Duty even with its many mistakes performing well, because I don't want the series I cover to die outright. I don't want that. I want them to do well. But there's a certain point where they're just not going to do well unless they start making better games and making better decisions and whatnot. But anyway, I want to cover Season 6. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes after a brief word from this video's sponsor, and then we're going to get into something else after that, which you guys will definitely want to stay tuned for because it's going to be quite funny. I want to see your guys' opinions on it. Today's video is sponsored by Beam's amazing product, Dream. If you're like me, guys, I can't sleep a lot. I stare at screens and blue light's been shown to really mess up circadian rhythms, and my rhythm constantly gets messed up. As a YouTuber especially, I'm working at random hours, I'm doing things at random times of the day, constantly staring at screens. It's only a matter of time before my sleep schedule gets messed up. Dream has helped me maintain a regular schedule finally for the first time in my life. Dream is a combination of magnesium, reishi mushroom extract, L-theanine, CBD, and melatonin, and it's there to just relax you before you go to bed. Just mix in 1 to 2 scoops and 6 to 8 ounces of hot water or milk, and you will sleep better than you ever have. I guarantee it. I legitimately could not believe it as someone who just can never ever seem to get a regular sleep cycle and wake up feeling refreshed consistently throughout my entire life. Dream has helped me more than any other over-the-counter product I've ever tried. So guys, click the link in the video description and use code BLAMETRUTH to get 35% off your first order when you subscribe, and then 20% off all following orders. Plus, when you subscribe to Dream Powder, you will receive a free frother with your first order. This thing's amazing for mixing. You can pause, skip, or cancel anytime, so there's no risk whatsoever. Get better sleep now and enjoy the great cocoa taste as well. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Dream Powder is something you should definitely invest in, because you're going to get really angry if you're planning to buy the next Call of Duty. You want to calm down at night, you know, you want to just relax. But anyway, let's cover Season 6 here. I kind of don't want to cover what it's doing or what they've released. I really don't care about that, and nobody else really does either, because the numbers really haven't changed and the players aren't coming back. I don't even know why they did it this late. Like, there's some cool crossovers. I will admit there's some cool skins in there and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, it does cost money, but I do have to give them credit. Like, I like the crossovers. They're pretty neat. However, Why this late? I get that it's Halloween, but why this late when nobody really cares? I guess they figure the only people playing the game anymore are the pay pigs and the dumbasses, which pretty much is true. So they're just going to release it. They're going to sell the same as they would when the game first came out or something, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't spend a dime on this game. I spent money on one skin as like an experiment one time to see if I got better lobbies or something. If you guys remember that, like nearly a year ago now. No, I didn't, and I felt very unfulfilled after, and I regret it. I wish I could get that like $10 back, but I can't. But either way, let's just cover what Season 6 has messed up, because at this stage in the game, man, this should just be down to a science. They managed to break the one thing we always joked about that they couldn't break. They broke the Battle Pass. Modern Warzone says, don't buy the Battle Pass or Black Cell right now. Attempting to buy either of them will charge you and remove your COD points without unlocking the Battle Pass. If you try to purchase the Battle Pass or Black Cell again, it will just charge you again without unlocking anything. Now, they have fixed this, I think, now, so you're good if you do want to be an idiot and waste your money on this garbage, but I think it's way more fun and way more entertaining. I think you guys will have more of a hoot watching other idiots complain that they tried to buy the Battle Pass and it failed, or complain about something broken with the game. Like, let's check out the Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 subreddit and look at said morons, shall we? Because this is just more entertaining than any of this stuff. And the best part is, it's free. You know, that's another good thing. So, look at this guy. This is one of the funniest things. This guy says, I got Black Cell for the smoke grenade, and they didn't give me the tier skips or the COD points. I guess I deserve that, but they also didn't give me the smoke grenade yet. Fighter Shadow said, LOL, you bought the Black Cell for a smoke grenade with a still image in it. I swear you bundle buying dumb fucks get dumber every day. This guy replies, of course, and says he wants the shiny red smoke. He reminds me of Oog and Aqua Teen. If you ever seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force, you know, like, ooh, jingle jingle keys make Oog feel better. That's what this guy's like. And Fighter Shadow says, bro, it's not even red. It's a normal smoke grenade with a still image. Check any footage online. If it was red or had some other effect, it would be better, but it's literally just a still image pasted into the smoke. Lazy ass developers. Pay it's your money, you can waste it any way you want. It gets better though. You know, people are saying, bro, I bought the Battle Pass thinking it's working, then apparently I spent another 1100 CP on it, and now I am broke. This guy says, crazy how they managed to break something so simple. This guy says, in the 6th iteration, too, must be down to a staff of 3 people for MW2 at this point. Time for MW3, I guess. Not crazy, pretty normal at this point. It's Call of Duty. The only thing that works is the pay button. And this guy says, not even that now. Has this happened before? Have they managed to break buying the Battle Pass before? Because I've lost count. I've lost count of how many times they've messed up something with this game and this franchise. And then this guy says, take it easy on them. It's a small team of 3,000 employees. Yeah. And that's about all I want to cover as it pertains to Season 6. This would have been pretty cool if the game didn't suck, but the game sucks. It's not a 2-year title, so nobody really cares. And even the pay pigs are getting upset because they can't even buy it. They managed to break something as simple as purchasing the Battle Pass. Granted, they did fix it, but this should not be an issue. Like, I don't know how this continues to happen. I mean, I do. And I covered it in my last video, which if you guys missed that, you should actually go back and watch it. It's got some good little, I don't know, little bits of wisdom and some intel in there. But I want to cover something from that video. I want to take you on a little trip to the past here. It's only been like 3 or 4 days, but I want to take you on a little trip to the past, show you a clip from my last video because it's going to be relevant to what I'm about to show you. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage. I truly do think this is a bit of a social commentary, but I truly do think it is because we are not focused on hiring people that are passionate, that are talented, and that really know what makes games fun to make the games anymore. I think we are focused on hiring people for diversity's sake, or hiring women for the fact that they're women, or hiring, you know, different creeds and stuff like that, instead of just hiring the people that are the best fit for the job. And that's not a knock on anyone. It's not a knock on any gender or sex or whatever. I don't really care who makes my game. Now, that's a rather controversial opinion, but it's one... Well, I say it's controversial. Maybe like 5 years ago it wouldn't be, but when you just call things out for what they are, I mean, it can be controversial. It can be controversial. And I think everybody kind of has a talent, like a God-given talent, you know? My talent, I truly believe, is weeding out the bullshit, like finding the flaws in something to make it better in the future. And that's just what I see right there. That's just what I see going on. I think a lot of people are getting hired so that companies can look good and diverse and stuff, instead of just hiring people that are the best developers. I think there's a reason that Japan overall, I truly do think Japan makes the best video games. That's just me. The last two games that really made a positive impression on me were Resident Evil 4 the remake and Elden Ring, both Japanese games. They don't try that shit over there. They just said, hey, you Japanese? Are you? Get in here and work on this game. You know, and the games are great usually. So just saying. But that's a rather controversial opinion, at least in Western civilization where I live in the United States. But someone tagged me on Instagram that Activision are actually going through, as I made that commentary, they were going through this like diversity workforce spotlight thing on their Instagram page. I'm not kidding. They were posting just random people that are employees at Activision, and they're just putting the spotlight on them. Why? Literally no other reason other than to look diverse and stuff. And I just want to show you guys this screenshot here. And we're not going to be mean. We're not going to be a bully or whatever. We're not some 55-year-old man with ED, no friends, and who struggles to get 5-figure views. We're a little bit more higher brow than that. This person looks like a nice person. I'm not going to, you know, down them or whatever. But when I saw this, I'm like, yep. This is kind of what I was describing, you know. We're gonna censor things out here. So these are just Activision employees like sharing their loadouts or whatever on their Instagram. I have no idea why they're doing this, other than to just show that, hey, look, we're diverse and cool and woke and hip. And that's fine. I guess they're a company, they got to do it. But these people that agreed to do this and get put on the chopping block, like, more power to you. This looks like a nice person. It does. I have nothing bad to say, like, appearance-wise. You can draw your own conclusions, you know. No, I'm not gonna do that. But if you look here, it's just like, you know, RPGs are my favorite, which is another reason why working on Call of Duty is so much fun. I have an army of plushies that are my emotional support throughout the week. You can always find lip balm at my desk. Playing movies in the background while I work has become part of my process. Well, you probably shouldn't be distracted while you're working on a $1 billion game, watching, you know, Grease or whatever, seeing John Travolta thrust his sexy hips around. You probably shouldn't be doing that. You probably should be fully focused on the game, but maybe I'm just taking this too seriously. Whatever. But if, I don't know, man. When I think of Call of Duty, I don't think of someone that has an army of plushies and that's playing Skyrim and watching, you know, Pretty Woman starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. I don't expect them to really be working on my first-person shooter that's meant to be violent and war-torn and stuff like that. And maybe this is part of the problem. Maybe this is just part of the problem. I have nothing, again, bad to say about this person. I don't know why Activision is choosing to put their employees on the chopping block here, because we all know that Call of Duty, its community is kind of toxic. So why would you do this to start with? They had to limit comments on that post, by the way. I saw the comments when it was first uploaded. They've been like deleted or censored, and now it's just like comments that are all yay girl power and stuff like that. No shit. And future comments are limited, so they have to go through like a screening process. And guys, what do you make of all this, man? What do you make of all this? Is this, am I not just speaking the truth here? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be controversial. I just think that maybe we should focus on hiring people that, it'd be like if I was running a mechanic shop and I wanted to hire a diverse group of individuals. So I hire a bunch of people that may be terrible mechanics, but that meet that diversity quota. I truly think that is the most logical explanation for why devs just don't seem to be as good. That and the greed of the publishers, the rampant greed and the microtransactions and the way they want to nickel and dime the customer base to death. I truly think those are the issues. I don't think I'm wrong there. Please correct me if I am in the comment section below. But guys, I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Do some parting advice?